Welcome to another awesome episode of Big Talk with Stephen Akintayo. Come on, give it up, everybody. Okay. So today we have Mr. Adeyemi Akinsoya. He's an attorney. Of course, he's also a mediator, a public notary. You're welcome on the show. Thank you for coming. Yes, thank you. We also have Mr. Lancelot Immersion, who is a film producer, film director, advocate. He's all-rounder. Thank you for coming and welcome. So today, we're going to be discussing, does Nigeria deserve your and my patriotism? And we're going to be right back very soon.
Big Talk with DSA, building a new Nigeria.
Come on. Okay, welcome back. Welcome back. So, like we said, does Nigeria deserve your patriotism, right? It's often said that a lot of us as Nigerians struggle to be patriotic. And today I have a very, very patriotic Nigerian, Mr. Adeyemi. Very patriotic. And that's why I put him on my right, you see, my right-hand side. And I have a man that I'm not going to say is not patriotic, right? Just that he has his concerns. And I've decided to put him on my left. So let me start with, my right-hand side, right? So, sir, you've traveled over the world. You've been in the U.S. for a bit, and you've seen how people, are like American dream and all this. And I'm not sure we have a Nigerian dream. But why are you so patriotic about Nigeria? Did you import that from America or what?
Well, first of all, Stephen, I must tell you that I'm not sure at this stage whether you are patriotic yourself from that statement.
I am.
But let me start on the onset and say that it is important for us to distinguish the concepts. Now, if you know the national anthem, it gives us an indication what it should be. Yeah. The word says, "Arise, O compatriots, Nigeria's call obey." Yeah. Even the old national anthem said, "Nigeria, we hail thee, our own dear native land." So I think there's an important distinction. I know we cannot deceive ourselves that there's a lot in our society, in our governance, in our government, in our politics that will make us unhappy, unsatisfied, that will make us frustrated. Yes. But I'm not talking of patriotism to the political leaders. I'm not talking of patriotism to the political system. I'm not talking of patriotism to the persons who are in charge. There's a lot that could change. I'm talking of patriotism about Nigeria. Am I proud to be a Nigerian? Very much so. Now, what we are missing, what we are missing in Nigeria that is making us, there's one thing about Nigeria. One of the things that is missing is that we have the tools, we have the resources, we have the raw materials on the ground. What is missing are the people who are able and who should put it together to give us what we want. That is what is missing. And as we look at this, Stephen, I'll tell you this. Many times people have asked me, for example, I'm clearly not a young person. Trust me, the white hair you see is not the makeup artist who put it.
It's Nigeria Wahala what they with the white hair.
But we are not particularly young. But one thing I can tell you is that over time, I've had opportunities in my life to have lived abroad, to have stayed abroad. But on each occasion, I have made a clear election to return to Nigeria.
Okay, let me go to Lancelot, who obviously is not as old as a barrister here, and probably speak the language of the youths. right, who are, you know, not saying Nigeria jaga jaga, not trying to japa as it were, but how many of you here want to japa, by the way? Let me see your hands up.
No, we'll talk to now.
We have a lot of japa gang in the studio. You know, I mean, is there any reason for us to be patriotic in this country?
Well, I turned 50 some 7-8 months back. I turned 50.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And I did a release when I turned 50 that I was orphaned by Nigeria since I was 12 years old. Of course, at 50, I saw Nigeria when it almost worked. For the young people here, there was a time in Nigeria before NEPA took light in your area, they would go to the newspaper and write to inform the residents that those people living in Badure, by 12 o'clock on Saturday, 19th of February, there's going to be power outrage from 12 to 4 o'clock. I saw Nigeria like that. I saw Nigeria, this one that people are making politics over feeding children in school. There was no announcement. I was fed when I was in primary school. So until I was 12 years old, I started seeing Nigeria go down. Not because the people wanted to, but because Nigeria has perennially lacked leadership. So, it's a very simple thing. You can't give what you do not have.
Are you saying we shouldn't be patriotic? One word.
For me, I don't feel proud to say it, but I've long lost hope. I take, for instance, the job that I do. I put in 42 years of my life into entertainment. I have done theater, I have done radio, I've done television. I've been making Nollywood movies by the grace of God, one of the founding members of what we call Nollywood. One of the biggest things that has left Nigeria today. Now,
we need to go on a break. Hold that thought, because somebody will probably even say Nollywood is part of the reason we're not patriotic. But we're gonna handle that when we're back.
oh, beautiful.
We'll be right back.
The major secret I have learned that has made me successful in business is that it's not how much money you make, but how much it works for you and the generations you keep it for. The only way to achieve this is by investment. Real estate is the only type of investment that has stood the test of time, and we guarantee you massive wealth from generation to generation. What are you waiting for? Invest in real estate today. Invest with GVest today.
Big Talk with DSA, building a new Nigeria.
Welcome back. Okay, welcome back to Big Talk with Dr. Stephen Akinta. It's really exciting to be here. And before we went on the break, we're talking about you Nollywood producers and filmmakers, right? Are you not part of the reasons why we're not patriotic? Because many of the movies are projecting the negatives rather than positives. Same thing with media. You for example, and I've said this oftentimes, you go to, there's no time I've been in the US that I'm in Maryland, I've not heard of a gunshot, somebody being shot. Of course, Chicago is almost every day, but you will not see it on CNN. Right? In Nigeria, movie makers, our media, is to project what is not working. So aren't you part of those, because you're almost, playing victim right now, but you probably are part of the problem.
No, I disagree. My job primarily as a filmmaker, as somebody in entertainment, is to mirror our society. And that's exactly what we do. And let me tell you, let us be very realistic here. We always make reference to America. You see, there's kind of a father that you will have, the kind of parents you're going to have, the kind of love they show you. I'm not talking about money. I saw a girl the other day that the mother was abandoned by the father while growing up, but the mother struggled. Yes, this America we always talk about. The American imperialistic system using the core of entertainment to drive the American dream.
Yes.
Before I ever
Why are
went
you
to
not doing that?
Yes, before I ever went to America, that was the picture I had. That America was everything and all that. I also got to America. So there are some broken roads and all of that things you just talked about. Now, I talked about a parent giving the best that they have. I was making an illustration with a girl who, after her youth service, wore her passing out costume, went to the mom and gave her a salute. It was so emotional, I wept. And the woman started, it was on the BBC Pidgin English. It was so emotional. She said she understood the meaning of the salute, that is for somebody important, that when dignities come to their camp, they give them salute. I said, somebody deserves this salute in my life. And that's my mother. Because of what the mother went through to give her education that she had. And after that broadcast, there were a lot of jobs coming for her. Take that vis-a-vis Nigeria. What has it given to you? What can I, even in my chosen field, you said Nollywood. I could choose to be an educational filmmaker. And as a result, like the patriotism you have exhibited by this kind of a program, I give you kudos for it.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Not be you write this book. Not be you write this book. There must be something that you have seen that you want to share. That is fine. But I call on Nigeria, those that are responsible for piloting the affairs of this country, to give to their citizens.
Yes.
And you will not even ask for it. You will see people bouncing back patriotism.
Okay, beautiful. But Barrister, I need to come back to you. I remember my first time traveling to the US with my green passport, of course. And, I got to the point of entry and they put my passport inside a yellow bag and asked me to follow a gentleman. So I didn't know what that meant. They asked me to sit somewhere. So I had to call my immigration consultant. And he said, what did they put your bag in? If it's red, you will just land in Nigeria. They don't deport you with that. I felt like, wow, I spent a lot of money to come to America. So I stood up and I walked up to the immigration official. I said, what's going on here? Why are you subjecting me to further scrutiny? And the man said, don't I have the right? I said, I don't know. Maybe you have. I said, I've been to other countries. He said, which other country? I said, Ghana, Dubai, London. They don't treat me like this. He said, you Nigerians, it's because you say half truth and half lie. I felt so embarrassed. I remember telling him, I said, I'm not just an ordinary Nigerian. Google my name. Of course, he Googled my name, saw that I've written a book, and gave me a special treatment. Said, obviously, you're one of the most important people from Nigeria. On behalf of the United States of America, welcome to Atlanta, Georgia. But not everybody can even defend themselves that way. Not everybody has written a book, or each time we go outside this country, once you have a green passport, right, your life is finished. Barrister, why should I still be patriotic with all this, stigmatization just because I'm in Nigeria?
It boils back to the thing I said at the beginning. You are talking of two issues here. There is the country. There are its leaders, there are its systems. There are also a group of persons. In any bag of place you have your bad eggs. It is important for us, again, as I said, to distinguish between being patriotic about Nigeria and being patriotic about our leaders, about our government. Now, when was speaking, he made a reference to a time when we had leadership.
Yeah.
Okay? It was not, the Nigeria has not changed.
Yes.
It's the kind of leadership that existed that has changed. We have the power in our hands to hold people accountable.
Okay, let me go to Lancelot. JFK said during the Soviet Union war, you know, do not ask what your country can do for you, but ask what you can do for your country. Right? You now you are flipping that to say we should be asking what our country can do for us.
We did a contest with which JFK said that. Do we have same contest here? I can't. I have lost it. I'm not proud to say it, but this is the way I feel. A colleague of mine, counterpart like me, doing what I've been doing in a different climb, will probably be getting different results. So, those that are saddled with the responsibility, we have started again now. I did a video the other day, I posted it, that's the way I can. We contribute our own quota in our way. I shoot skits, I put it out there. You see, this is a beautiful idea. More of such need to come to influence the minds of the youth towards having the guts. See, the issue is the guts. If I come out to challenge and ask for accountability, will I not be killed? If I'm killed, who is going to ask for my dead body? Is it that we don't know what is right? No, people know what is right and probably want to do what is right.
Yes.
The issue of the money consciousness that has enveloped the land. You say they learned it from watching Nollywood film. No, the bad roads too that we don't have. Nollywood film taught them. You just take a trip to Badore with a truck. Some boys will come out and ask that if you don't pay them, you will not pass them. Excuse me?
Okay.
In a country, and nobody's going to ask any question. Somebody came out to tell you that those boys that run after bike men and bus drivers collect billions monthly.
Let me pause you right there. We have to take a break, and when we're back, we will engage the audience. They are hungry to say something about this, aren't you? Okay, so we'll be right back after this break.
Oh wow, are you serious?
Yeah, I'm very serious. We visited London, France, Geneva, and finally we went to Eiffel Tower in Paris, the tallest building in the world.
Really? Tallest building in the world? Jasper, what is the tallest building in the world?
The tallest building in the world is the Burj Khalifa, completed in 2009.
Thanks, Jasper.
Is that serious?
Oh, Jasper is the virtual assistant in my house.
You have?
Yes, Gardenia.
Big Talk with DSA, building a new Nigeria.
Welcome back. Welcome back to the Big Talk with Dr. Stephen Akintayo, and I'm excited. We want to take questions now from the audience. Does Nigeria deserve your patriotism is what we've been discussing so far. So, number one person, who is the first? Madam here, go ahead.
Well, my name is Mrs. Ngozi Uwala. My question is on barrister. Barrister, sir, I want to ask this question. What is the hope of the common man on our judiciary, on Nigeria judiciary today? Seeing what is playing out, a common man doesn't have justice in this country again. So I want you to explain to us the hope of a common man on the Nigeria judiciary today. Thank you.
Thank you very much. There's a gentleman here who already looks like he's in Canada, or US. So he has to tell us, you know, what he thinks about being patriotic. Because I know his body is just in Nigeria, but his spirit and soul as Japa.
My name is Halimi Abiodun Samuel. My question is, what can we do to make us patriotic?
Okay, beautiful question. So, Barrister, I think you have most of the questions.
Okay, let me start from the first one. I'll try to be as brief as possible.
Yes.
First of all, you're right. It's part of the thing I've said that there are many things that need to be looked into.
Mm-hmm.
I happen to have the privilege of knowing that there is a lot of action going on from the government at all levels, both at federal and at state levels, towards reforming the judiciary and our judicial processes.
Okay.
Part of that, for example, in many of the states now, to aid speedy judicial cases, there's been a lot of greater recognition given to the alternative dispute resolution processes of arbitration and most especially mediation and negotiations, which enable you to resolve things quicker.
You are skillful in that area.
Yes, sir. And I know that because I'm involved in that. But there are many things that has been seen, and I can assure you that very soon we will begin to see the fruit of some of those reforms that are being put in place. We have the power. Yes, I'm a youth myself. Take it up.
Okay.
We have the power of numbers.
Yes.
We have the number, and that answers the third question in a way. What can we do to be patriotic? I'll tell you in very, very 4 quick steps.
Yeah.
I say it again. Number one, please, I beg the youths, go and register to get your PVC.
Amen.
Your voice needs to be heard.
Yes.
Don't just sit down protesting. You need to let your voice be heard. Number two, when you get the PVC, be prepared and resolve to vote.
Yes.
Number three, while we are waiting to vote, use the strength of your numbers to begin to articulate what do you want? What must they give to you
When they are elected.
when they are there, and put into place what are the ways you will measure them. And once they know that you have that power to put them there, you also have the power to remove them. You'll be surprised how things begin to change. And you know, no matter how many thugs we put on the streets, let me tell you this, who are the thugs? Have you seen an 80-year-old thug? Have you seen a 70-year-old thug? It's the same young people. We will say to ourselves, we will no longer be your thugs. We will no longer be your instruments. We will use the power that we have to get what we want.
Because thank you very much for that. And I will say that, I mean, particularly on the PVC one, amen to that. We all have to go get our PVC. Lancelot, what do you think about this patriotic grammar that Barrister has said?
The weapon that they've used consistently to hold the youths down has been the weapon of hunger. People are hungry. Like I said, I've gone on my social media to say, Nigeria needs help. When I see the kind of persons coming out to say they still have the temerity, I say they don't see Nigeria finish. They still have the effrontery to come out to say they want to be president of Nigeria. It's saddening.
Stephen.
I have been watching in the news a governor come out to say, this is my anointed candidate. In a country, in a state of over 4 million persons. One individual is coming out to say, I have anointed this person to be the next governor.
You can resist it by going out to vote.
Yes. Okay. Why are they getting some youth to support? They have used the weapon of hunger.
Unfortunately, time is not our friend, on this show. The truth remains that those in government need to know that something is wrong and they have to act fast because time is over. But those of us who are citizens need to know that we're more powerful than we think. 100,000 people cannot hold 200 million people hostage. It's not possible. There are a lot of things we can do, and one of them is to go get your PVC, right? We have 70% young people, but they don't vote. They don't have PVC. So go get your PVC. Number two, which is very important, go join a political party, right? If we can prove to them in 2023 that we are the ones who elect people and not godfathers, then I can assure you we can also hold them accountable when they get to power. Yeah. And that's how we're going to change this nation together. Thank you for coming on the show. I want to thank Lancelot. I want to thank Barrister Adeyemi. And you audience, you are fantastic. Wonderful. See you next week. Bye-bye.
Big Talk with DSA, building